Hello guys and welcome back to the YouTube channel of Kaya Immigration. On this YouTube channel हम बात करते हैं regarding how to migrate abroad, whether be it by permanent visas, study abroad or you just want to travel the countries. आज हम बात करेंगे ongoing protests in Australia, anti-immigration protests. So what is the cause of that anti-immigration protest, and we'll cover basics of that protest and what it could mean to you, people in Australia and people who want to move to Australia. So let's get started. Before we move ahead, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will be posting more such content on migrating abroad. So let's dive into the topic. कुछ दिनों पहले a group of people in Australia started this protest, anti-immigration protest. And first of all, let's understand ये protest क्यों चालू हुए. This protest started mainly because of inaccurate reporting of the immigration data. So what's that? So basically, anti-immigration protesters का कहना है कि immigration acts numbers are at record high this year, but that's not true. Immigration had dropped by 37% than the peak, which happened in like after the COVID. So in December 24, in national immigration number are like 3,41,000, but in the peak it was more than 4 lakh. So it's majorly a drop in the immigration numbers rather than the all-time peak. So basically ये जो protest है ये inaccurate reporting की वजह से start हुआ. Second thing, who are these protesters? So majorly इनका कहना है कि this white Australian protesters, they say that immigration numbers are at record high and this is causing problem for Australians in terms of cultural and public infrastructure, preparation and all those things. But it cannot be true because first of all, these group of people are only white Australians, not any other ethnicity. As we know, Australia is a country which is formed by immigrants. Okay, so it's not possible that only one ethnicity is facing the problems and others are not. So this protest happens every 4 to 5 years. This way comes of anti-immigration. Uh, पहले ये हुआ Greeks and Italians के साथ. Then it happened with all of the immigrants. Then it's now happening more with Indian immigrants. This immigration protest is targeting majorly Indian immigrants and they are getting aggressive towards the Indian immigrants. What's the basis of this? Who are these protesters? They are themselves immigrants. They immigrated here all 20 years back. So these Greeks and Italians are also white Australians जिन्होंने एक 20-25 साल पहले यहाँ पे माइग्रेट किया होगा. So it cannot be true because lot of other ethnicity and majorly more than 80-90% of the white Australians also strongly condemn this protest. And if you look at the actual numbers, Indian population जो है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, it is roughly 3% of the total Australian population, Indian immigrants, and they contribute strongly to the economy. अगर आप देखते हो तो it's definitely certainly more than 3%. But this is not a nationalist movement, but rather a racist one. And the protesters are saying that government is giving ownership status to immigrants. This is the policy. ये बहुत लोगों को समझना होगा कि majorly all of the countries in the world strongly promote the ownership of the properties or ownership of the businesses by the immigrants, like a lot of Middle Eastern countries and all of the West and Eastern countries also promote the ownership of real estate or business developments in their country because ये उनके इकोनॉमी को contribute करती है, and Indian immigrants are certainly contributing towards the economy by owning things, owning businesses, and taking the Australian economy forward. ये वीडियो वही लोग देख रहे होंगे जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जाने को प्लान कर रहे हैं. You don't need to worry. Australian government have made several arrests and they're trying to calm down the situation, and it will eventually calm down because this is not a major group or major national movement that's going on in Australia. but rather a small group of people who are racist and trying to cut down the immigration. And Australia government इसको support नहीं कर रही है. They are trying to calm down the situation, making the arrest and understanding what protesters want to say and वो क्या मांग रहे हैं. So you don't need to worry about this. So if you are planning to move to Australia, keep your planning. And Australia is a beautiful country. People are beautiful there, and they strongly support the Indian community. So this is a very small group of people. You need to understand this, and this won't change any of the policies, Australian government's immigration policies. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you found this information helpful. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll be posting more of the updates regarding Australian immigration and overall immigration all over the world.